Slow to warm, friendly, feisty, not varying degrees of heat for a burrito, it's the continuation to Temperament. Hello friends, welcome to Fat Dad Slim Dad Parenting episode number 10, Temperament, Part 2. When we last left off, we were discussing the 9 characteristic traits that make up a child's temperament. Those are activity level, biological irregularity, adaptability, approach withdrawal, physical sensitivity, intensity of reaction, distractibility, quality of mood, and persistence. And as mentioned before, most children are separated in just 3 particular groups based on those 9 traits. They're called friendly, feisty, or fearful, also known as easygoing, spirited, or slow to warm. In this episode, we're going to be looking at those groups, seeing if your child fits into one of those 3, or if your child is a combination of more than one of those, and some dedicated, proven strategies to help combat misbehavior, improve cooperation, and give you an overall better parenting experience. If your child is flexible or easygoing, they won't cause too much difficulty when raising them. Reviewing their temperament traits, they adapt quickly, have regular biological functions, are usually in a positive mood, and have an overall low intensity and sensitivity. I think we all have 1 or 2 friends that have kids that fall into this category, and more often than not, it's going to seem like ours doesn't. Even though if your child is in this category, it's important that you give them as much attention as required. Particular strategies that work well with these type of kids are checking in on them often, especially keeping eye contact and your interactions on a one-on-one basis. Also understanding their quiet emotions are just as strong as some others' intense reactions and emotions. Also, provide them regular feedback, support their creativity, and encourage them early and often. Fearful or slow to warm kids are often slow to adapt and regularly withdraws from situations. They can be challenging since they're so quiet and reserved, but are reluctant to experience new and unfamiliar things. Good strategies would be giving them undivided attention and observing them often, always being available during new experiences and transitions, patience, experiencing new things in a group, creating a special place for them as a sanctuary, and keeping their environment predictable and scheduled. Feisty kids are active. Usually they have irregular biorhythms, which means they don't always like to go to the bathroom or eat at the same time. They're moody, they're very intense in their reactions, and are usually sensitive to the environment, but they're also very distractible. What works well with these kids? Redirecting them, being flexible in your routines, reducing environmental overload, preparing them for change with limits and expectations, offering choices, continually building your relationship with them, creating lists, and planning ahead. Word of warning to you, feisty children need playtime and free time more often than others. Lots of it. Understanding temperament is so important. It's easier to act, react, and foster respect and cooperation when you know how your child works, what makes them tick, and how their minds work. Now, my kids have both traits belonging to the easygoing group, but my daughter shows traits of being slow to warm, while my son can be a bit feisty, to say the least. Every strategy will never work for every child, but knowing that my son is easier distracted than my daughter, while my daughter responds better to a quiet place more often than my son, is invaluable. And knowing is half the... you know what I mean. So where do you, as a parent, fall in with the specific temperament characteristics and traits? Are you feisty, fearful, or friendly? How about your kids? Do they match up with one or more than one? Again, understanding temperament, that means yours and your kids, will give you insight on which strategies should work more effectively than others. Back to your kids. Are they fearful, feisty, friendly, a mix? Let me know in the comments section. I'm interested to see what the breakdown is. And with that, if you've learned anything or have taken anything away, please like, subscribe, and share. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook, FDSD81. You can check out some of the other parenting videos. And if there's something you'd like to see, let me know. As always, more, and most importantly, take care of yourself and your kids. Thanks for watching.